Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. So before we formally begin with our discussion, I ask you to open your cameras for our screenshot. How about the others? Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, you may now turn off your cameras. Thank you. And some reminders. Keep your microphones unmuted unless you were asked to answer. You can use the raise hand button to participate, and the chat box is open for your questions or clarifications. Are we clear from that, class?
Yes, ma'am. Clear po.
Yes po.
Okay, hold on. Let me just share my screen, my presentation. Hi. Kindly wait for a while. Is it now visible on your end, class?
Not yet po.
Okay.
Visible na po sa akin.
Visible na po, ma'am. Visible na po.
Okay, thank you. And is my audio clear?
Yes po.
Loud and clear po,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you for responding. First, let me ask you, what can you see on your screen, or how will you describe the figure? Any volunteer? Oh yes, Zyren?
Okay, ma'am, based on what I see, the figure shows a tree that has a word inside it.
Yes. Do you want to elaborate your answer? What about its roots, or what can you see?
Based on maybe, ma'am, there are base words, ma'am.
Very good, Zyren. Is Christine here in our class? Is
Yes
Christine?
po.
Okay, good. Now, what can you see in the trunks of the tree?
There are some prefixes or groups of letters in the trunks, ma'am.
Yes, very good, Christine. Now, class, I want you to look at the figure or the tree itself. As you can see, the roots have base words or what we call root words, right?
Yes po.
And the trunks have groups of letters or what we call prefixes. Do you have any idea about what prefixes are? Anyone from the class? Just raise your hand if you want to answer. Yes, Christine, share your thoughts to the class.
Um, Based on what I remembered po, these are letters that are attached or applied in the beginning of a word. Um,
Very good, Christine. Any other answers from the class? I think there are none. Just like what Christine said, prefixes can be seen at the beginning part of a word. I want you to listen very carefully. In the roots, in the figure, the roots serve as the base words or root words, just like the word important. And a reminder is that the base word never changes, or you just add the prefix in the at the beginning part. While the trunks serve as the groups of letters or prefixes like on. In the leaves, you can see that the prefixes and base words are combined. The leaves serve as the product or result when a prefix and a root word or base word are combined. Now I have a question again. Are the words important and unimportant similar? Yes, Zyren?
For me, ma'am, no, because they have different meanings po.
Okay, very good, Zyren. I will explain further as we continue with our discussion. In this slide, there's a pair of sentences. Will you please read them, Christine?
Polly is very rude and impolite. Polly is kind and polite.
Okay, thank you. Between these two sentences, what can you notice? Anyone? Yes, Zyren?
Ma'am, the use of prefix im and can be seen in the sentence in the first sentence po, while in the second sentence, the use of the prefix is omitted.
Yes, that's right. And also, the use of a prefix in a word can change its meaning, and every prefix has its own meaning. Just like the examples earlier, the word important turns into unimportant, which means not important, because the prefix on or un means not. And as well as the example here, impolite negates the word polite. Here is an important reminder that you have to watch out for prefix lookalike. So what do we mean by prefix lookalikes? As you can see on your screen, the word real contains the letters RE or re, but it doesn't mean that it's a prefix. Again, a prefix is added to a root word or a base word. Do you understand or do you have any questions regarding this?
None so far po.
Okay, thank you for responding. To proceed, what can you notice on the prefixes? Anyone? Yes, Christine?
Prefixes po have hyphens.
Correct. Another rule for prefixes is that you should hyphenate a prefix to a proper noun or numeral, just like the examples presented on American and pre-1980. Examples of prefixes with a hyphen are ex, and self. Examples are ex-president and self-respect. Also, you hyphenate two A's, two E's, two I's, and two O's depending on the prefix that you will use to avoid misreading or mispronunciation. An example here is cooped, co-opt rather. I'm sorry for that. Wherein if you will not put a hyphen, there would be a probability that you misread it as cooped. Another example, hyphen is sometimes used after the prefix re to prevent misreading or confusion with another word. Will you please read the sentence, Zairen?
Oh, sure, ma'am. Recover the boat when you recover from the flu.
Thank you. What have you noticed?
Okay, ma'am. I just noticed that there are two similar words like recover, ma'am, and the other words is also recover, but there was a hyphen on it.
Good observation, Zairen. Class, remember that the word recover with a hyphen means to cover again because the prefix re means again, while the word recover without a hyphen means to be back to normal or to get better. Are we clear from that, class?
Yes
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you for responding. To proceed, these are some prefixes with their meanings and words that are combined with them. First, I will ask you to read three prefixes combined with words, and I want you to create your own words based on the three prefixes that you have read. For you to understand better, I'll go first. So for the first one is anti means against, and an example of it is antibacterial. And the second one is co means together, co-worker. And the third one is this means not, disapprove. So for the first one, for the first prefix, which is anti, I'll give the word anti-social. And for the second one, collocation. And lastly, for the prefix this, mm, let me say disability. Now, it's your turn again. If you have any questions, just raise your hand. Do we have any volunteer? Let me check. Okay, Christine, kindly read the next words and give your answers.
Miss means wrongly po. An example of
Mhm.
it is misjudge. My own word po is misinterpret. Misinterpret rather. Another po is none, which means not. An example po is nonsense. My my own ano po is non-binary. Another one po is over or means too much. Example po is overdo. My own word po is overwork.
Well done, Christine. Thank you. And for the last set of words, who wants to participate?
Ma'am,
Anyone?
can I volunteer po?
Sure, Zaren, kindly proceed.
So, ma'am, for the post or after, the example word is postnatal, and my answer is post-war. The pre or before, the example is prearranged, and my own example is pretest. And for the last, ma'am, for the re or again, the example is rewrite, while my own example is redo.
Very good, class. You understood it very well. The words we mentioned can also be replaced, and there are many words that we can attach or put next to the prefixes. So to continue with our discussion, let's proceed to the next slide. And this time, we will have a matching activity wherein you're going to match the words with their proper prefix. So can you still see my screen, class?
Yes po.
Yes
Okay,
po,
thank
ma'am.
you. Who wants to answer for number one? Anyone? Okay, Christine. Kindly proceed. Read the word and meaning first before you give your answer. Clear?
Understood means incorrectly interpreted or understood. Um, this is misunderstood po.
You got it right, Christine. And for number two, who wants to answer? Okay, Zairen, kindly proceed.
Sure, ma'am. So my answer for this is for the example blank right or right again. I think the answer po is rewrite po.
Correct. You all are doing a good job, huh? For number three, who wants to answer? Yes, let me check. Christine.
Ma'am, I can see the
I'm sorry,
next po.
sorry. Can you now see
Blank,
it?
yes po.
Okay.
Blank tidy or not arranged neatly po. This is untidy po.
Yes, Christine, that's right. And for number four, who wants to answer? Anyone?
Ma'am ako po.
Okay, proceed.
So, blank confidence or the confidence in oneself and one's abilities. I think the word would be self-confidence po.
Yes, correct. And for the last one, Christine, can you read and give your answer? Wait. Yeah.
Blank nonsense. Spoken or written words that have no meaning or make no sense. This is nonsense po, ma'am.
Okay, very good. This class is very active today. So before we end our discussion, let's have a review of the answers. For number one, we have miss for misunderstood. Number two, re for rewrite. Number three, un for untidy. Number four, number four, self for self-confidence. And lastly, number five, none for nonsense. Do you guys have any questions regarding our topic?
None so far naman po.
And so far, ma'am, everything is clear po.
Okay, thank you for responding. I guess it's the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for those who have participated. See you again at the next meeting. Thank you. Thank you, class.
Bye-bye po. Thank you rin po.
Bye bye. Have a
Thank you,
great
ma'am.
day.